Judge reportedly claims Teen Mom 2 alum will eventually kill someone. In a recent and widely circulated report, a judge allegedly made a shocking statement about an alum from the reality television show Teen Mom 2, reportedly claiming that the former cast member will eventually kill someone. The claim has sparked outrage, confusion, and concern across social media platforms and among fans of the MTV reality series. The individual in question is Brianna DeJesus, one of the original cast members of Teen Mom 2. Known for her often controversial behavior, both on and off camera, Brianna has been a polarizing figure throughout her time on the show and beyond. Over the years, she has faced multiple legal issues, including arrests related to domestic violence, assault, and child endangerment charges involving her daughter, Aubrey. While no official transcript or direct quote from the judge has been released, the claim reportedly stems from a court proceeding related to Brianna's ongoing custody battle with her ex-partner, Tyler Baltierra. According to sources close to the case, during a hearing regarding visitation rights and allegations of abuse, the judge expressed concerns over Brianna's behavior and history, allegedly warning that if changes were not made, she could eventually cause fatal harm. This report has raised numerous questions not only about Brianna's personal conduct and parental fitness, but also about the appropriateness of such a statement from a sitting judge. Legal experts have weighed in, noting that while judges do have discretion in expressing concerns during proceedings, making such a dire and publicized prediction can be seen as prejudicial and potentially damaging to due process. Brianna DeJesus first rose to fame at the age of 17 when she joined the cast of Teen Mom 2 alongside fellow young mothers Amber Portwood, Leah Messer, and Janelle Evans. Her storyline was marked by turbulent relationships, struggles with maturity, and frequent clashes with other cast members. However, it wasn't long before her off-screen life began overshadowing her on-screen drama. Over the past decade, Brianna has been involved in multiple incidents that have drawn the attention of law enforcement and the media. One of the most alarming cases occurred in 2019 when she was arrested for allegedly throwing her then 3-year-old daughter into a bathtub during a fit of anger. Video footage from the incident surfaced online, prompting widespread condemnation and leading to a criminal investigation. Following the incident, Brianna was charged with child abuse and neglect. She later pleaded guilty to reduced charges and was sentenced to probation, community service, and mandatory counseling. Despite this, concerns about her behavior and parenting style persisted, particularly in relation to her interactions with Tyler Baltierra, the father of her child. Their relationship, which had already ended prior to the 2019 incident, continued to be fraught with conflict. Court documents and testimonies have detailed ongoing disputes over custody, allegations of verbal and physical altercations, and mutual accusations of poor decision-making. These issues have played out publicly through social media posts, interviews, and occasional appearances on tabloid news programs. The alleged statement by the judge has reignited intense debate about the role of reality television in shaping or exploiting real-life crises. Critics argue that shows like Teen Mom 2 offer vulnerable individuals a platform that can amplify their problems rather than solve them. Supporters, however, believe that the series provides a valuable look into the challenges of teen parenthood and offers opportunities for personal growth. Social media reactions have been swift and passionate. Many users expressed shock and concern over the judge's reported remarks, with some calling for immediate intervention in Brianna's custody situation. Others defended her, arguing that the comment was inappropriate and possibly biased, especially given her status as a public figure. Some fans of the show have pointed to Brianna's difficult upbringing and mental health struggles as contributing factors to her behavior. They argue that instead of condemning her, society should focus on providing better support systems for young parents dealing with trauma, addiction, and emotional instability. Meanwhile, media outlets have seized upon the story, with headlines ranging from sensationalist warnings about her potential future actions to more measured discussions about the responsibilities of the justice system in high-profile cases. Legal analysts have noted that while judges are permitted to express strong opinions within the courtroom, doing so in a manner that could be interpreted as prejudging an outcome may violate ethical standards. Additionally, if the judge's comments were made in the presence of the press or recorded and disseminated without authorization, it could raise further procedural concerns. Family law attorneys emphasize that custody decisions must be based on objective evidence and assessments of a parent's ability to provide a safe and stable environment. While past behavior can be indicative of future risks, they caution against making definitive predictions about someone's actions without clear justification. Some experts have questioned whether the judge's statement was taken out of context or exaggerated by third parties seeking to influence public perception. Without a verbatim record of the courtroom exchange, it remains difficult to assess the full implications of the remark. As of now, Brianna DeJesus has not issued a formal statement directly addressing the judge's alleged comments. However, in a recent Instagram post, she hinted at ongoing legal battles and the pressure of being judged by both the court system and the public. She wrote, "People love to talk about what they don't understand. I'm human. I make mistakes, but I'm fighting every day to be better for my daughter and for myself." Her representatives have declined to comment further, citing the sensitivity of the ongoing legal matter. Tyler Baltiera, who has been vocal about his concerns regarding Brianna's parenting, has reportedly welcomed the judge's remarks as validation of his own fears. He has consistently sought full custody of Aubrey, citing instances of erratic behavior and unsafe living conditions. In a recent interview, Tyler stated, "I've tried for years to keep my daughter safe. If the court finally sees what I see, maybe we can get her the stability she deserves." He has also spoken about his own journey toward becoming a better father, acknowledging his role in the couple's tumultuous relationship and emphasizing his commitment to healing and responsibility. The controversy surrounding Brianna once again raises questions about the impact of reality television on participants' lives. Many former reality stars struggle with maintaining privacy, managing public scrutiny, and coping with the consequences of their televised actions. For some, the exposure leads to personal growth and new opportunities. For others, it exacerbates existing issues and creates cycles of conflict and drama that are difficult to escape. In Brianna's case, the line between personal development and recurring turmoil appears blurred. Critics of the genre argue that networks profit from the chaos, while offering little in terms of real support or rehabilitation. Others counter that viewers tune in precisely because of the unpredictability and authenticity of these stories, even when they result in negative outcomes. Another critical aspect of this situation involves the issue of mental health. Brianna has previously opened up about struggles with anxiety, depression, and trauma stemming from her childhood. Some advocates suggest that her behavior may be symptomatic of untreated psychological issues rather than inherent malevolence. Mental health professionals stress the importance of early intervention and access to therapy, particularly for young parents facing significant life challenges. They argue that punitive measures alone are insufficient without comprehensive care and support structures in place. If the judge's comments were intended to highlight concerns about Brianna's mental state, some experts believe a more constructive approach would involve recommending psychological evaluation and treatment rather than issuing ominous predictions. At this point, all eyes remain on the legal proceedings involving Brianna DeJesus and her daughter. Custody decisions will ultimately depend on the court's assessment of what is in Aubrey's best interest, taking into account testimony, expert evaluations, and documented incidents. Regardless of the outcome, this case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding young parenthood, public scrutiny, and the intersection of entertainment and real-life crisis management. Whether the judge's reported statement was accurate, misinterpreted, or taken out of context, it underscores the need for responsible discourse around sensitive topics like child welfare, mental health, and judicial conduct. As Brianna continues to navigate this challenging chapter of her life, the broader conversation about accountability, redemption, and societal judgment remains far from settled. Jade Klein responds to Amber Portwood's comments about her. Says all the other Teen Mom girls have matured except Amber. You're still on your couch. The drama between Jade Klein and Amber Portwood has been simmering for years, but it recently reached a boiling point when Amber made some pointed remarks about Jade during an interview or social media post. Known for her blunt honesty and unfiltered commentary, Amber didn't hold back, commenting on Jade's parenting style, personal life, and public image. In response, Jade didn't just brush it off. Instead, she delivered a scathing yet calculated rebuttal that not only addressed Amber's comments head-on, but also highlighted how far she and the rest of the Teen Mom cast have come since their early days on MTV. In a recent Instagram live session, Jade took time out of her busy schedule to respond directly to Amber's remarks. What followed was a raw and emotional breakdown of everything she believes is wrong with Amber's approach, not just toward her, but toward life in general. Jade didn't just defend herself. She painted a picture of two women on completely different paths of growth, maturity, and self-awareness. You know what? Jade began, sitting calmly in front of the camera, dressed casually but clearly ready for battle. I've been trying to let this go. I really have. But at some point, enough is enough. People need to stop talking about me like they know my life. She went on to reference specific things Amber had said, criticisms about Jade's relationship choices, her parenting methods, and even her appearance. While Jade admitted that some of the points could be discussed, she took serious issue with the tone and intent behind them. She doesn't live my life, Jade said. She doesn't raise my child. She doesn't pay my bills. So why does she get to judge any of it? It's easy to sit back and throw shade from your couch, while the rest of us are out here working, growing, and raising our kids the best we can. That last line struck a nerve with many fans who tuned in to watch the live stream. Jade wasn't just defending herself, she was making a larger statement about accountability, growth, and responsibility. She compared herself and the other Teen Mom girls like Farrah Abraham, Leah Messer, and Mafti Bokout to Amber, suggesting that while most of them had matured over the years, Amber seemed stuck in the past. All of us have grown up, Jade continued. We've all gone through hell and back. We've had our moments, our breakdowns, our mistakes. But we learned from them. We kept moving forward. Amber, you're still on your couch. It was a powerful moment, one that resonated with viewers who have followed both women's journeys over the years. Jade's words weren't just a defense mechanism, they were a reflection of someone who had spent years trying to rise above the chaos, build a better life for herself and her daughter, and finally feel proud of where she stood. Jade then took a deep breath and softened her tone slightly, acknowledging that Amber had gone through her own struggles. Look, I'm not saying I don't understand that she's been through stuff. We all have. But at some point, you either keep going or you don't. And I think Amber stopped going a long time ago. She explained that part of the problem was Amber's inability or unwillingness to evolve beyond the persona she built on Teen Mom. She thrives on drama. That's her brand now. That's how she makes money. That's how she stays relevant. And I get it. But it's exhausting, and it's old. Jade also expressed frustration over the way Amber often pits the Teen Mom girls against each other. She'll say something bad about me one week, and then turn around and act like we're best friends the next. That kind of inconsistency? That's not friendship, that's manipulation. Fans watching the live stream flooded the comments with support for Jade. Many agreed that she had taken the high road more often than not, especially when faced with constant scrutiny from both the public and her former co-stars. Others praised her for speaking out so openly and honestly, calling it a turning point in how she handles criticism moving forward. I used to take everything personally, Jade admitted. Every comment, every rumor, every little thing people said online. But I realized something: I can't control what people say. I can only control how I react to it. And lately I've decided to focus on myself, my family, and my goals. Everything else is noise. She also touched on the importance of mental health, something she said she'd struggled with for years. People don't realize how much damage constant negativity can do. It affects your sleep, your relationships, your confidence. I've worked hard to build myself back up, and I'm not letting anyone tear that down again. Throughout the live stream, Jade maintained a calm and composed demeanor, even when discussing some of the more painful aspects of her journey. She spoke candidly about her past relationships, including her turbulent history with Ryan Edwards, and how those experiences shaped her into the woman she is today. "I've made mistakes," she said, "but I own them. I don't try to blame everyone else for them. And I think that's the difference between me and some people. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can apologize. I can grow." Her words served as a subtle jab at Amber, whose pattern of deflecting blame and refusing to acknowledge fault has been well documented over the years. Jade didn't name names, but the implication was clear. Toward the end of the stream, Jade reiterated that she holds no ill will toward Amber personally. "I wish her nothing but the best," she said. "I hope she finds peace. I hope she finds happiness. But until she stops using me or anyone else as a stepping stone to stay relevant, I'm not going to sit back and pretend it doesn't affect me." She concluded by thanking her fans for their ongoing support and encouraging others to focus on their own journeys rather than comparing themselves to others. "We all have our own path to walk," she said, "and mine. Mine is full of healing, growth, and love. I'm not perfect, but I'm real, and that's more than enough." Since the live stream aired, reactions have poured in across social media. Many fans have praised Jade for standing up for herself and delivering such a thoughtful, articulate response. Some have even called it one of her most mature and empowering moments to date. Meanwhile, Amber has yet to respond publicly to Jade's comments, though speculation is already brewing about whether she'll address them in an upcoming interview or social media post. What remains clear is that Jade Klein is no longer the young mother struggling to navigate fame, motherhood, and personal turmoil. She's grown into a strong, self-assured woman who knows her worth and isn't afraid to defend it. And perhaps most importantly, she's proving that despite the challenges, the setbacks, and the critics, she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Pregnant teen mom star Mackenzie McKee gains 20 pounds of water weight in 48 hours. In a shocking and concerning development, teen mom OG star Mackenzie McKee has revealed that she gained a staggering 20 pounds of water weight within just 48 hours during her current pregnancy. The news has sent ripples through the reality TV world and sparked widespread concern among fans, medical professionals, and fellow cast members alike. Mackenzie, who first rose to fame on MTV's 16 and Pregnant at just 15 years old, has been open about the challenges of teen motherhood, past relationship struggles, and her journey toward personal growth. Now, as she prepares to welcome her fourth child, this time with fiancé Anthony, Carrie, the Oklahoma native, is facing one of the most alarming health issues of her life. The revelation came via a tearful Instagram post and a follow-up YouTube vlog posted earlier this week. In the emotional video, Mackenzie sat with swollen ankles, visibly pained and frustrated as she explained how quickly her body had changed over the course of 2 days. "I woke up Monday morning feeling bloated, like I always do," she said, "but by Tuesday night, I couldn't even walk without pain. My fingers were so swollen, I couldn't bend them, my face looked puffy, and I couldn't breathe properly. I stepped on the scale, and it said I gained 20 pounds in less than 2 days." Medical experts say such rapid weight gain, especially due to water retention, is extremely unusual and potentially dangerous during pregnancy. Dr. Rachel Monroe, an OB-GYN based in Tulsa, explained that while some swelling is normal, sudden and extreme edema can be a sign of serious underlying conditions such as preeclampsia, kidney dysfunction, or heart-related issues. Gaining 20 pounds in 2 days is not typical pregnancy weight gain. It's not fat, muscle, or baby growth that happens that fast. Dr. Monroe told **his weekly**. This kind of sudden change is almost always fluid retention, and it needs immediate medical attention. Mackenzie confirmed that she went to the hospital shortly after noticing the drastic changes in her body. Their doctors ran blood tests, monitored her blood pressure, and performed an ultrasound to check on the baby's well-being. While early results showed no signs of preeclampsia, she was diagnosed with severe edema and prescribed bed rest for the remainder of her third trimester. This isn't the first time Mackenzie has faced significant health challenges during pregnancy. During her previous pregnancies with her sons Lucas and Leo, both from her relationship with former fiancé Chase Standifer, she experienced gestational diabetes and high blood pressure. However, nothing compared to what she's going through now. "I've dealt with swelling before, but never like this," she admitted. "It felt like my body was betraying me. I could barely move. I couldn't hold my kids. It was terrifying." Fans have flooded her comments with support, many sharing their own stories of difficult pregnancies and urging others to take swelling seriously. Some women noted they had similar experiences and were later diagnosed with rare autoimmune disorders or kidney problems triggered by pregnancy. Fellow Teen Mom stars have also voiced concern and solidarity with Mackenzie. Farrah Abraham shared a heartfelt message on Twitter, writing, "Praying for. Pregnancy complications are real and scary. Sending love and strength." Amber Portwood posted a story encouraging followers to listen to their bodies and not ignore warning signs. Meanwhile, Tyler Balti, a former cast member from Teen Mom UK, commented on Mackenzie's Instagram post, "You're so strong. Hope you get better soon. Take care of yourself." Even those who have criticized Mackenzie in the past have expressed empathy over her situation. Many viewers acknowledge that regardless of past drama or public perception, her current health concerns are legitimate and deserve compassion. While the spotlight is once again on Mackenzie's health, it's important to understand the full picture of her life leading up to this moment. Since becoming a mother at 16, Mackenzie has navigated turbulent relationships, financial instability, and ongoing media scrutiny. Her decision to rejoin the Teen Mom franchise in recent years was met with mixed reactions, but she has remained committed to being transparent with fans about her life. She and Anthony, her longtime partner and current fiancé, have been working hard to build a stable future for their growing family. Anthony, a truck driver, has been praised by fans for his unwavering support during this crisis. In a recent social media post, he wrote, "Watching someone you love go through something like this is heartbreaking. But we're together, we're strong, and we're fighting for our baby."